Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt, and today we are talking about getting started in affiliate marketing. It is basically the idea that you can connect somebody that is in need of something to a product, and then you get a portion of the payout. I go into a lot of detail on this channel about how to use AI and different tools and all kinds of stuff like that. But today I want to focus on getting started. This is for the people that don't yet have a website. They don't yet know where to start. They're not sure how to get the traffic, and they just want to get the ball rolling in some way, somehow. All right, so over here on the whiteboard, I've got two circles and a line. So basically, the gist is we have our site. Okay, so this is our website, our method of getting people in the door. The source, okay? We could even call it the hub. Hub is probably more appropriate because the hub is actually where everybody will be going. It's kind of like a wheel and a hub on a wheel, right? So we've got all the spokes of my horrific wheel, but everything goes back to our site. And that's really important when we're talking about affiliate marketing because we need to funnel our traffic into a site of some kind of central point where everybody meets, and then we can send them to the offer. So when we're talking about getting started here, that means that we're going to be putting links all over the internet, right? So you're going to post on forums and Facebook groups, and so let's just say here we've got Facebook groups. Okay? There's pages, Facebook pages. There's forums. There's Reddit. There's all kinds of other places where we could be helping people and sending links off. What a lot of people will do is they will just direct link to an affiliate offer. They will just spam the internet. They'll be on Reddit doing this. I see it all the time, and they'll drop a link that goes right to an offer, and then it gets them banned, kicked out. You get all kinds of bad stuff happens with it. People also do it a lot with YouTube videos. In the description down below, they'll put the affiliate link directly in the video. Now, I'm not saying that this doesn't work. Of course it works. But if you can control the traffic, if you could bring the traffic into a central point, then you can control the message, and then you can actually warm that cold traffic up a little bit and get the actual sale on something. So you'll actually see your conversion rate, the rate that people buy, go up just because you're able to control the message and kind of warm people up to a thing. And a good description of this is, let's say you're watching a video about dieting, and then in the description, there's a link. So you click the link, like, oh, okay, I want to learn about dieting. And it takes you straight to a ClickBank offer for, some crazy weight loss supplement. Maybe after you get a couple hundred hits, somebody might buy it. But instead of doing that, you can send them to a page that talks about the product. Why is this product beneficial? Why is this good? Why is it bad? Here's a review of it. Here's me actually using the product, whatever it may be. Maybe it's to improve your golf swing, something like that. You bring them to a relevant page and show them the benefits. And then they're a lot more keen to actually checking out the product. And then they can decide for themselves. And that's kind of the gist of affiliate marketing is we are the middleman. We are the middle between the customer and the product. So we need to connect the two in a good way without being underhanded or sneaky. And then we get them over to the offer, and it's up to the offer to actually do the sale. It's their product to actually sell. So there's all kinds of free methods of doing this. Now, like I was saying, you could direct a link from all of these things directly to the offer, but it really is about the ownership, sending them somewhere that you control the message, something that you actually own. And this becomes even more important when you start talking about how the products are consistently changing. Because if Facebook decides one day to get rid of groups, or if TikTok decides to one day say, you can't have a link in your bio anymore. Well, then if you've built an entire business off of this, you're kind of screwed because you're not going to be able to get your traffic anymore. But if you own the audience, if you have them on a site, if you have a mailing list that you've built up, then you can move that traffic wherever you need to. Then you can say, okay, now instead of promoting on TikTok, I'm going to go to Threads. And in Threads, I can still send people to the site. Forums is a huge way to share links because a lot of times in forums, you can have a signature, right? So let's say you have a signature in all of your answers and you're helping people out. Where are you going to send these people? Are you going to send them to some crazy website like blogosphere, blogsphere.io.weebly or something weird like that? Or are you going to send them to brokencar.com or gardenbuddy.com? Are you seeing that there's a difference here? The difference being that it's something that's memorable. If you have a website with all kinds of crazy letters and numbers and symbols in it and a dot and a dot and a dot IL end to it, nobody's going to remember that. But if you give them something that's actually memorable, they could just say, oh, Garden Buddy. Yeah, I'm going to go to Garden Buddy and get the Garden Buddy. Then they don't have to think about it and you'll get the returning traffic. And I see it all the time with my sites. Because my sites have shorter names, they're memorable, I get repeat traffic all the time because it's easy. Now let's talk a little bit about the benefits here because there's a lot of benefits to having your own domain. You can own your audience. Huge. Okay, so you own your audience. You also get a free domain with it. Now, I know there's people out there, and I'm probably going to get comments that people can't afford web hosting. I think it's like $4 a month for the first year. So if you can't afford, I think let's say it's $4 to $7 a month for the first year. And I think you can even lock it in at 3 years. So you can't afford that a month. Then by all means, do the free method and use all the other methods we talked about, right? So you could do Facebook groups, pages. I'm just putting this back because I had it before. And I just want to make sure you guys have the reference. So we've got like forums and stuff, right? Reddit, etc. Pinterest. You can do the direct links for all these if you wanted to. You can get a free website from Google Sites. I believe you could still do that. And you can literally start funneling all the traffic through that. And you could do it that way. But if you're going to set it up the right way, I would prefer that you set it up this way. Because if you pay the money, you get the free domain. You get it cheap. It's actually pretty cheap for most people. Not for everybody. I understand that. 3-year plan. I think it's about $4 a month. I think the whole thing is like $60 the first time you sign up. It's like ridiculous. The beautiful thing about this is you can connect other domains to it. And this is huge, okay? Because with the web hosting that I am affiliated with, full disclosure, but these guys allow you to connect unlimited domains. So that's really powerful because when you can connect unlimited domains, you could go out there and you could buy 10, 20, 30 different websites, build them up. You could do it brand new if you wanted to, build them up, all for the same price as one web hosting plan. Everything's in one place. It's really, really neat. So you can connect whatever domains you want. You can also buy domains that already have rankings. So you could buy it with the rankings in it, which is huge, right? So I've done this myself. You can buy, I want to say an auction domain here. right? So you can buy it at auction, buy auction rankings, okay? So you're buying something that already has the SEO juice to it. It already has everything that it needs. All you need to do is rebuild the site that used to be there, and you can start picking up that traffic again. And that's huge because a lot of these sites, when you go and you check them out on the auctions, if you run them through the keyword tool that I use, you can very often see that it still ranks for a specific keyword. So if the keyword is barbecue sauce, I can go into Google and check that I'm actually in position 14 for it. And I can scroll down and you'll be able to see it. You can see a dead domain in Google all the time. I see it all the time with my sites too. As I'm rebuilding them, I'll go in and I'll check and I'll say, oh, God, this used to rank for mixers or used to rank for coffee machines or whatever it was. And I could just go back, rebuild the page, and not only will I regain old rankings, but it'll slide up in the results as well. So maybe you'll go from a 14 to a 5, something like that. So as of right now, I think I have about 40 different sites on one account. All right, so yes, for that price, I have like 40 different sites on there. And what's great about this is I can also host files, scripts, right? So like you can run like calculators and PDF files and all kinds of giveaways and images, and anything you want can go onto this one plan. Everything goes there. So I would rather you do it the right way than trying to scrimp and save and piece things together where you've got a million different sites pointing to all kinds of different stuff. Because again, it's all about funneling the traffic in. If you have the web hosting, if you have the domains, you can actually start pushing people to a specific page, and then you can really start to dial stuff in. I see it all the time with my own stuff. When I first started, I had stuff everywhere because I was trying to do it on the cheap. And once I got the web hosting, it was a game changer because now that everybody's coming onto one page, it's just one thing for me to work on. It's less work because I can actually tweak the page, make adjustments, move this image up, change this headline, move this down. Maybe I'll add an opt-in here. Maybe I'll put an ad down below. Maybe I'll change the offer. All of that testing that you need to do as an affiliate marketer becomes 20 times easier than if you're scrimping around and trying to push things around in a weird way. Another thing that's great is you can actually redirect your traffic. So let's say you want to buy a domain called easywebsite.com. I can have this redirect to Matt Makes Money. So I can very easily just say, hey, this domain, I don't want this to have a website anymore. Let's just point it to here. Start funneling the traffic into here. And that's basically what I'm doing with Matt Makes Money is I'm funneling the traffic. I have this site. It's basically a 1 or 2 page site. I send YouTube traffic to it. You guys can opt in. You can get the show notes. I'll email you the show notes. I'll send you good stuff, good information. That's all the site does. It doesn't rank on Google. It just gets traffic because I'm making YouTube videos consistently. I'm consistently telling people to go to mattmakesmoney.com, opt in, and I'm going to send you all kinds of good stuff about affiliate marketing, buying domains, how to do keyword research, how to build a website, how to make tools with AI, all kinds of stuff like that. All you got to do is go to the site and sign up. It's very simple. Now let's talk a little bit about the tools and goodies, okay? Because this is important when you're talking about affiliate marketing. If you were to open your own business, let's say you wanted to open a McDonald's, okay? So McDonald's. You need something like, I want to say it's like $300K to get started as a franchise. It's like a $300,000 investment. It takes a lot of time, a lot of money, clearly. You need to find the property to put the business on. You have to hire staff. You have to go through all kinds of different trainings that you can actually meet their level of expectations. You have to spend so much time to get this thing off the ground. But when you're in it for affiliate marketing, and you're in it $70 to start a business, I mean, how much simpler does it get? It's $70 for the hosting. And if you like me, I offer mentoring. So let's say you want to book me. I think right now I've got like a $50 call. It's ridiculously cheap. And I will literally meet with you. We'll share the screen. We'll go over whatever it is that you're looking to do. If you have questions about your site, if you have a local business, if you have anything that you need, you can hit me up, mattmakesmoney.com, and book a little call. And if you hate the call, I'll give you a refund. So there's no sweat off my back. And I'm soon going to announce a partnership where we will provide detailed, like super consistent, I can't spell, consistent mentoring, weekly mentorship, calls, tools, training, tools, especially AI training, big on AI. It's everywhere. So yeah, so maybe you need to budget, let's say between $300 and $1,000 to really do this the right way. If you're broke, do it the other way. I gave you the other methods. You can post on Facebook, forums. I have a list up here. Guest blogging, right? I have to remind myself. YouTubing, Instagram, TikTok. You could do a press release. You can write a Medium article. You could do SEO. You could do a vanity domain, which is the redirect I was just talking about. There's all kinds of different ways that you can get the traffic in the door. But again, if you don't have the web hosting, you're kind of scattered and anything can change at any time. That's why I don't like Linktree or Bitly or any of these URL shorteners. It's because you're paying to mask an affiliate link when you can literally mask the link via your website for like no dollars. People would rather spend $30 a month for Linktree, $30 a month for Bitly. You're already at $60 a month. Multiply that out by a year. And you could have had web hosting for, what, $60? So you could literally get all of that within one product instead of buying all these different things. You can actually save a lot of money by doing it that way. So if you're broke, you could do it the free way. You could piece it together. I did this at the beginning. I did the free way. But you get it to where you're earning. And then once you're earning, then come back and do the web hosting. Once you're there, if you can't afford it, then you got to make it work a different way, figure it out, and do it that way. And if you're trying to earn money quickly, there's a million ways to do it. With PayPal, for instance, that is an instant way to get paid. That means that you can do what I'm doing right now, showing people how to do stuff, right? SEO, keyword research, making content with AI, tools, all kinds of stuff like that. And you could go to local businesses and say, hey, by the way, do you need some help? PayPal me. Here you go. $300 to do a thing. You want me to build you a page? Okay, that'll be $1,000. Right there, instant payment. And then you can come back, get the web hosting, and really start building this thing out. Email marketing is huge. And this is something that I wish I got into a lot earlier when I got started about 3 years ago. This is something that I kind of let to the side. I didn't pay too much attention to it, but I couldn't have been more wrong because the email marketing, the creating the autoresponder is such a good way to hold onto your traffic because we're talking about owning your audience, okay? So it's not just having the website, it's having the emailer because I can give you an exchange on my site. So instance, if you go to mattmakesmoney.com, you can opt in with your email and then in exchange, I send you show notes, and all this good information about AI and tools and content, all the stuff we already talked about. But there's an exchange that happens, and then you can remarket to those people over and over again. So let's say you have a site about goldfish. You could put together a PDF guide using AI. It takes about 10 minutes. Do some good research. Put together the email list. Opt in and say, hey, is your goldfish looking sad? Is it swimming on its side? Is it upside down? Is it not eating? Does it have a weird color to it? Does it have fungus growing on it? Download this guide. I'll show you exactly what to do to fix it. And then within that guide, you give them the good information on how to actually fix the problem. And then you can pepper it with affiliate links. Or if you want, you can direct them back to the website to various blog posts that you have about the issues. So instead of providing the affiliate links within that PDF, you just send them back to the site. And then within the site, you have your other offers, whatever that may be. So maybe you send them to a page about fin rot, and you could have the different medications on there. Or maybe there's an actual goldfish book that people can buy that offers an affiliate program that pays out $16 or $20 a sale. Offer them that. All of a sudden, you could start making a lot of money just by doing these little traffic tricks to get people back to the site in a smart way. But if you don't have the mailing list, if you're just winging it, then you're losing all those clicks. So you want the emailer, we'll call it the autoresponder. That's going to give you the ownership, the true ownership. And that's really what this is all about, is the ownership. Because let's say you build a Facebook group or a YouTube channel or whatever it is that you want. Maybe you have a subreddit. Any of those things can be shut down at any time. They can ban your subreddit literally overnight. No reason, no explanation. You could have 100,000 people in that group, and all of a sudden, they're gone. You have no recourse with these companies. There's no customer support. I once got locked out of an Instagram account. It was a brand new account, and I had set it up for a shop that I was running, and I had switched my phone. I got a new phone, and I had one of those passcode timed things. So like you have to enter your passcode with a timer. And I had erased the phone and sent it back. So I didn't have the phone anymore. I couldn't get the code anymore. And I reached out to Instagram and I'm like, hey, is there anything I can do to prove that I'm me? I have the email, I have the password, I have, all this other information. And they literally never got back to me. And I hit them up about 5 or 6 different times. And that was just the end of it. So with these big companies, you just don't get the customer service. There's nobody on the other end. So if you're putting together all these links and all this traffic, you're basically leaving yourself open for cancellation, okay? And we all know about the cancellation because it happens just about every hour of every day that somebody is being taken out. So do you want Facebook, Meta, to own your traffic? Do you want X, Reddit, any of these guys that can just literally change their policy overnight and erase everything that you've built? Or you have the web hosting. You own the domain. You literally own it. Own domain. That's yours. You pay, some domains are $4.95 a year. Some are $10. Some are $20. It depends. Let's say it's between $5 and $20. Actually, I think it's about $16 when I renew. So let's say between $5 and $16 a year for that. But when you get the web hosting, it's actually free. They give you a free domain. So even better, you could get started for free if you get the hosting. And the name of the game is doing good stuff. We want to promote good stuff. Okay? Good products. Do the review. Buy the product. Try it out. Put out good stuff. Help people. That's what the internet is about. That's what all of this has always been about. It's the idealistic idea of the internet is that everybody's interconnected, sharing information and helping each other. And you can do that in a really good way. You can help people figure this stuff out, just as I'm doing right now. I'm showing you guys tools. I'm showing you guys how to use AI, how to do coding with it, how to run a business, how to start a business, all this stuff. And it's all free. You could just watch my channel. I've got, 20 videos out so far. I'm going to be putting out a ton more. It's all free. You could go to my website. You can opt in for free, give you the free information, start building for yourself. If you start earning money, if you start doing better, maybe you want the mentoring. Maybe you want a little extra help here and there. Maybe you want to, buy a product from me down the road. But I'm not even there yet myself. I'm just trying to show you guys that this stuff is possible. And if you just focus and put out the good information and do the research and make data-driven decisions, that is the utmost important thing that you can do, is make a decision based off of the data. Well, then you can win and you can see things work really well and quite easily too. And I've been there. I've struggled a lot doing this stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not been easy for me. I had to learn a lot. I had to wrap my head around a lot of stuff. Some people, it seems to be the easiest thing in the world. For me, it's just not the way that my mind works. But I find that the more I can focus, the better I can channel people into a specific thing and then make the small adjustments. Then I can work with that because I can change the heading, I can move the image, I can resize a thing, I can point people to something else. But it gives me that constant hit on the page. And I like to think of it almost like a fire hose. Let's say you've got a constant and this is your traffic. And this could be paid, free, whatever it is. But you've got traffic and they're all hitting this page over and over and over again. Constantly. Let's say you got 1,000 people a day hammering this site. Well, and you're getting 0 conversions, 0%. Do you give up? Or do you say, hey, this page is blank. I messed up here. Let me put a little wording about the product. Maybe this meal plan is the right thing for them. Or maybe the chainsaw that I'm trying to sell has a special feature on it that my yard people or my landscapers are looking for. Let me put a video at the top to explain what this product actually is. And then let's just put at the bottom, let's just put the link. And that link's going to go to the offer. And then all of a sudden, you go from 0% to 30%. Hey, that's kind of cool. I've got a website right now that is in such an ultra specific niche. It's fixing one very specific problem. And my conversion rate is insane. It's like 80%. And that's just because I'm focused on one issue that somebody consistently has. And if you can do that, this stuff works. So if you like this video, smash that like button. Let me know in the comments. I know it's a little long, but I wanted to do this because I think it's really important. And if you're interested in the web hosting or opting in, head to mattmakesmoney.com. I've got the opt-in, I've got a method of working with me, and a web hosting deal that will get you a super fantastic deal. So it shows you exactly what to do, how to sign up, what to get, all the good stuff. So I'll catch you guys on the next video very soon.